Hello, my name is Zachary Williamson, and welcome to Beat the Rake DFS. We are a brand new DFS coverage site. We have a Patreon, so please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you're interested in more content, go to the Patreon, check it out. We are one of the least expensive coverage sites in the industry. That is our goal, is to keep premium coverage cheaper and more affordable for the everyday player. You have access. This is Canadian, so it's actually $12, and $21.50. With NBA, you get access to my projections, my my cheat sheet, my cores. You get access to ownership projections. You get access to multiple DFS professionals. In our Discord right now as well, we actually have some people doing esport coverage that is free. We also have NHL coverage that has been free. Our Super Bowl coverage was free. We gave out free projections on Twitter. It was all good. We also have EPL and MMA monthly, as well as UCL, which I'm doing right now. And then all access gets you access to everything, as well as some Patreon benefits as well. So go support the Patreon, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for this video, because it allows us to continue to do content. We're just trying to build, right? Like I said, we're brand new. We've broken off from another site, and we do good coverage. So anyway, guys, let's get to the slate. We have a 2-game UCL slate. Champions League football is back, and we also have a Premier League showdown that I'll briefly touch on. I haven't really looked at the prices, but I can. It's my team, so I know, and I like Brighton as well. So anyway, we'll go and start with PSG Real Madrid. Real Madrid is away. At PSG is at home, and with this lineup, there's some interesting plays. So your sets will probably be Kroos and Asensio splitting, with mostly Kroos taking it. You might get the odd Modric one, but he's 4,300, so he's actually pretty cheap. They have Benzema starting, and he's missed the last couple of weeks with a hamstring injury. He is in the traveling squad, so that's a good sign. Maybe we do see Benzema. Maybe you play him as your second forward. But if he's not in, we saw Gareth Bale make his long-awaited rejoin of Real Madrid and played really well against, I believe it was Villarreal. So if we don't see Benzema, you might see Bale slot up top, which would be pretty good. And but yeah, look out for the Benzema news, because if he's not in, it'll offer some value for sure. In this lineup, like I said, it's probably going to be Kroos and Asensio. One thing I've noticed on the slate is that the fullbacks are relatively cheap for everybody but City. So if you look at the Real Madrid PSG game, Hakimi is 43, Caraval is 41, Nuno Mendes is 39, Mendy is 34. So super cheap wingbacks, which is always good, because then you're always going to have the opportunity to play it. My favorite keeper on the slate is going to be Thibaut Courtois, just because of the opportunity he has at 4,300. He's been really good all year. Obviously, great in the Champions League, making crazy amount of saves, offering a ton of DFS upside, and he's the second cheapest. And I don't think I'm going to go down to and play the Lisbon keeper. So, but anyway, so I believe that your cash plays in this game would be Kroos and Courtois from Real Madrid. If you see Benzema, you can get there. Maybe Asensio. If for whatever reason we do get Rodrigo in at, I believe, 58, or Bale at 53, or even Vasquez at 55, I don't mind those plays at all. This is probably where I'm going to see some of my lineup be built, and then I'm going to push in some City pieces in this game here, build lineup, and then push City pieces. So, and on the other side, so I actually disagree with that lineup. Done this a couple times. Neymar is been practicing. It seems like he's good to go. He was expected to be available against Real Madrid. He's been dealing with an ankle injury, but it seems like the consensus is that he's going to be fully ready to play. And there's no way he's missing if he's healthy. And so you probably see Mbappe in the middle, Messi slide over to the right, and you see Neymar over here, in which case I really like Neymar's price. It's really cheap, 7,800 for Neymar. Historically with Champions League pricing, you see him, he was 79 there, 85 there, but 85, then you see him like 10,000. At that price tag, I think he's really, really much in play, especially against the Real Madrid side, who this game's probably going to be pretty open, which why I like it for fantasy goodness. Obviously, Messi is someone that has been, he tore it up in Champions, but his form in France has been a lot better. There was a lot of Messi's a bust, but he's gotten really, really good. So I think the two guys I'm really targeting for PSG probably going to be Neymar and Messi. Maybe I'll mix in some Mbappe because Mbappe's good, but he's expensive. And if I'm going up to like 9,000, there's other plays that I'll show you. But I do like Neymar and Messi, and I'll have some Mbappe. I think in this lineup, it'll probably be Messi, and it'll be Neymar, kind of splitting sets. They go back and forth. Like I said, the wing backs are really cheap. Nuno Mendes, Chef Hamimi. Do like Donnarumma's price, 5,200. Maybe you get some Verratti and Wijnaldum, but these guys are more GPP flyers. Maybe you need some value. So I don't know if I go to the center backs here either, because there's better plays at that position. And we'll look at the Manchester City versus Sporting. So we got there in this lineup, they do not have. Okay, so Pedro, DK has him as, I think it's Pedro. What do they have him as? Pedro Pote. He's been hurt. And if he misses, I believe it's going to be Pedro Pote and Pablo Sarabia on sets. I believe that both are relatively inexpensive. So Sarabia at 57, and maybe Porto at 4,000. Another wingback that you can get some exposure to. Issue is City always holds a ton of possession, but if you want to play like the angle that maybe City doesn't live up, and you play like maybe this game's closer than people think it'll be, those are probably where I'd go. I probably would stay away from the non-floor guys. Maybe you get to like Nuno Santos, because I believe he's really cheap and he's really fast. So yeah, Santos is 3.9. Not a big fan of Polino, probably not a big fan of Adnan. But yeah, if I'm playing anybody from Sporting, it's going to be Sarabia and Porro. If Goncalves, or as DraftKings like to say, Pedro Pote is in, he takes everything, including PKs for them. So yeah, that's definitely someone you want to look for. Because if he's not, it'll probably be a split between Porto and Sarabia, and Sarabia will probably take more. So if we look at Man City, this is the lineup they have out. Kyle Walker is out. So again, SofaScore is good, but it's tough. So the thing I wanted to say is, like, we've seen a couple things happen. So maybe Cancelo comes over to the right side. They haven't really wanted to do that though. So what's actually been happening, and I'm quite interested in seeing this, is John Stones has been coming out and playing at a right back role. Obviously, you can't see the game logs here. But I think that if you see Stones at 3,200 come in playing as like a wide back, and don't get tricked, because so this happened, I think it was like not last City game, but the City game before that on Wednesday. John Stones, it was like a back three, or like a lot of sites had it as like Ruben Diaz and Stones as the center backs and Laporte playing out, but they've done it like 3 times now where you see Stones, Diaz, and Laporte, and it's always been Stones getting up forward on that right side. So I think that's likely what's going to happen. Maybe you see, like I said, maybe you see Cancelo and Zinchenko, but like they haven't really wanted to do that. I don't know if I expect them to do it, but again, no Kyle Walker. So if we see John Stones at 3,200 playing as like an outback, he does get forward, and he played really well there last week. You can see, I think it was Wednesday against Brentford. He ended up playing on the wide back role there. Kind of got the overlap. It was good. Did okay fantasy wise. I think he finished with like 7 or 8 points, but 3,200, that's all you need. So yeah, look for that. And then with City, the two guys I really want from City are going to be Riyad Mahrez and Kevin De Bruyne. Obviously, you can take shots at any other City piece. Maybe you want to go with a Silva or Foden or a Sterling. But Mahrez has been on penalties and takes a share of sets. De Bruyne takes a share of sets. Foden will have some sets as well. But these are kind of the two guys I want. I'll start a lot of my lineups there. So we'll quickly build a skeleton lineup, if you will, help you guys out start. So obviously I'm going to go Mahrez, and that was why I said at 9,000 I'd rather play Mahrez over Mbappe just in this matchup. And then maybe you want to go with Neymar, and then you want to play De Bruyne and come down, and you see John Stones at right back. You want to go there, right? And then you're left with like 5,300, a spot. Maybe you go Thibaut Courtois, right? And then you got a nice little skeleton that you can fill in with basically anything because of how cheap the wingbacks are. Heck, you could even go Cancelo if you wanted to. And then maybe you want to go down to like Modric or yeah, probably Modric, right? And then so yeah, there's lots of things. Maybe you don't want to play Cancelo. Maybe you want to play. You want to come in. You want to play like Pedro Porro if he has sets, or you want to play like Hakimi because Hakimi is one of the best. And then you see you really get up there. Maybe you can get Messi as well. So wait, this is De Bruyne as well. So maybe you want to go De Bruyne. Right. And then yeah, so there's definitely things you could do. So I'm excited for the slate. That's kind of the rundown. Two gamers are quick, easy. Like I said though, there is, if we're looking at the UCL, I believe it's like a $4. Where is it? Okay, I saw it in the some micro, 1K to first, 5,000 prize pool, usually bigger than what we see for that area. So for that area, that $4 is usually like a 25 or $3,000. So it opened up the prize pool a little bit, which is nice. If you're trying to win some money, $4, I believe, is it a 20 max? It could be a 20 max. Let's see. It's gonna load for me. Yeah, it is a 20 max. So $80 to max one out. Not bad. So then also, as I said, we have some. I'll talk about this one because it's my team. I gotta talk about it as much as it's been hurting me. I woke up at 5:30 in the morning to watch Man U tie against Southampton. That was tough. But let's see what they have for lineups. They don't have the EPL here. Oh, I just scrolled past it. Okay, so Tellez, if Tellez is in, he's been out, so it's possible we see Tellez back in. He's been out with COVID though. Maybe we see Shaw, maybe we don't. We see Shaw, he's cheap. I believe they just keep leaving him down there unless I missed him. Shaw. Yeah, so I guess they're about the. I'd probably rather see Shaw just because how cheap he is. This game's gonna be interesting. So it is at like Man U's home. It's gonna be interesting to see how they come out and play because they haven't played well. You have been seeing this kind of like lineup instead of Shaw. We still know Maguire. I actually like that. I want to drop Maguire. But good game at Old Trafford. Brighton's been really good though. So we saw interesting lineup that they have here. This could be it. If you see this, it's probably going to be Motor or Cucurella on sets. If you don't see Pascal Gross, McAllister has been out with COVID. He missed the weekend, but he's been practicing. So maybe if he plays, McAllister will have sets. If you see Gross, he'll have sets. If you see McAllister and Gross, it'll be a split of McAllister and Gross. And if, like I said, if you see this one, it'll probably either be like a Motor, a Cucurella, or maybe even a like a Lallana, but I think it'd be probably Cucurella, and he's cheap as well. And then obviously for Manchester United, it'll be Telles and Bruno splitting, or Shaw and Bruno splitting. In this role, I don't like McTominay because he drops deep. It's just how it is. Paul Pogba gets forward. He's good. Delo. Rashford looks really good until he stopped passing. So if we see Rashford passing more, it could be good. Sancho's been really good, though. We've seen this weird thing. Like, I was actually historically tracking data. I think I was talking to one of our members, and Sancho does this weird thing for like most of his career where he just doesn't turn up in the first half of the season and then goes on like an insane run. And you can see that he's kind of started that run, right? He had a goal here. He played really well against Burnley. And then he had a goal in the FA Cup game that they lost Middlesbrough. So I do like Sancho. If we're looking at, if you see that lineup, I'll probably play Cucurella there. Then maybe you want to go Bruno, and you want to get the sets there. And then maybe you want to play like a Sancho, and that kind of like opens you up to do a lot here. If you see like, oh, Sanchez at 5K, like, and you can't find the net, so maybe you do that, but then that leaves you with a lot. Anyway, there's a lot of that you can do. I'm not supposed to build individual lineups. Don't take that one because lost like a bunch on the table, but yeah, it's been good. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Good luck tomorrow. If you guys have any questions, hit me up on Twitter, ZachWDFS. You can also find me Beat the Rake DFS, or get into our Discord. Like I said, we have some free coverage for EPL, or not EPL, for NHL, and we have some free coverage for esports. Nothing solidified, but just members that are really good that are helping us out there. And then obviously with NBA, we have great coverage there, and we should try to give out the free play here and there. So good luck, guys, and hopefully we have like a takedown or something like that. That'd be awesome. So also, I wanted to apologize. I didn't put a video out this weekend. I recorded one for Saturday, and my mic was muted. So I did like a 24-minute stream talking to nobody but myself, which is great. I like was doing some editing and realized, and then at that point, by the time I was done, it was just like too late to get it out, especially because the morning slates with the time zone difference for EPL. So anyway, I'll do my best to not record videos with muted mics. So on that, guys, have yourselves a great day, and good luck.